Let's get to them. They were in action last night. The dynamic duo of Luka and LeBron James here, Chiney.
Nasty. Come on.
What a move.
Not fair.
With the screen.
And then right here, Luka once again. What a find to LeBron James. LeBron drinking from the fountain of youth in this game, Perk.
Oh, my God. Elbows above the rim.
Top of the square.
But I'm loving the little Boosie fade he got.
This right here is the back so waving. You're crazy with the Boosie fade. You're crazy.
That's an unbelievable pass right there.
Even Luka says, you know, that's
this
me,
right
this
here
is what
was
I do.
the IQ.
Well, this is how you
With the windmill?
Nah, that's a little ceiling
He just
fan.
needed like
That's
20
a little
games.
ceiling fan.
Not the big wheel.
It's been like 30, but that's okay. All right, to the fourth quarter we go. This one was a little close for comfort down
that
the
shot was
stretch
coming.
here. LeBron, he's been adding that deep three to his bag over the last couple of
Step
years.
back.
Gets that one to go. And then here, Marcus Smart. I'm sure that was exactly what he meant to
Like
happen
how they
there.
drew it up. Right.
The circus shot there by Luka Doncic. And then a minute later here,
Too small.
4-point game.
Too small.
LeBron James gets it inside. The Lakers starting to pull away here, trying to put the finishing touches here on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Shot of the night. Shot of the night.
I mean, that's what Luka do.
And
He's leading the league in scoring.
Made sure to remind the fan who had said just before the shot that he was trash. He said, what did you say? And I don't think he had anything to say after that.
How you like them apples?
Los Angeles gets the win. Let's take a listen to how it sounded after the game.
We don't need to bend this game. Luka is 20, what else? 27? 20. It's our 27-year-old franchise with his ball. We don't need to bend this game. It's up to us to bend our game around him and figure it out.
He's been absolutely amazing. You know, just helping me out, helping others out. You know, being super efficient on the field goals. But yeah, there's LeBron. You know, he can do anything. So. Just really appreciate him. Like I said, when we out there, you know, I think we're playing better with each other game by game, and this is just gonna be improving more.
Oh, how sweet. Right. Really, there's some high praise from LeBron and Luka and vice versa, but they really kicked it into high drive here. Fourth quarter, they combined to score 18 of the Lakers' 32 points. By the way, that is more than the entire Pelicans team scored in the final frame of the game. So the Lakers' dynamic duo, they need a treatment from our dynamic duo. Chiney, what you seeing here?
Let's go. It's been a minute since we've gone shot for shot. Big bro, little sis. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you in next time, Danny. Now, you know what's interesting? The Lakers offensively are great because they have options between LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves. They have the potential to be the first trio in NBA history to average 25 and 5, which means when someone takes a backseat, they're good. They can do well all by themselves, those two. But let's really analyze on this play right here why LeBron and Luka work so well. One, LeBron is not running from the smoke here. He's got Zion. It's physical. He's 41 years old. He said, hey, no problem here. He plays through it. This is the pick and roll. He was 7 for 11 in the paint. Most importantly, he sees this. No double is coming, no triple team. He sees the paint wide open. He had 14 paint points. He spins around and says, hey, y'all, you're too small. This is patented LeBron James. When he gets to the rim and also knocks down those signature step-back threes, you know he's feeling good about himself. But if you think about in this time span, the last 5 games, LeBron and Luka, they've been doing well. They've been averaging combined 58 points and over, 15 assists. The numbers are staggering. I know the trio can make history, but right now this duo is doing the dang thing.
They are, and those assists have to come to a big man because we all know that Braun and Luka, they thrive best when they have a live threat and a big that's willing to be a star in his role, and that's what DeAndre Ayton did. He asked for more touches. Damn it, he got it. And this is a perfect example of playing with LeBron James. Just sprint the floor, run with force, and snatch the screws out the rim. No floaters, no push shots. Here's another example. Great screen with him and Luka in the high pick and roll. He rolls to the basket. Look at that over the top, down the lane, finishing with authority. DeAndre Ayton, you will get the ball long as Luka and LeBron continue to trust you and you finish at the basket like that.
Also, Perk, you saying that Ayton has switched from going like this to stomping down the floor?
So many notes on that full screen, Perk. I thought those were just your notes that our producers put up
I
there.
wasn't about to read all that. That was going to take the entire show.
That was a business decision. Perk. Let's talk about this, though. That's the good for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference right now. However, they're 7-8 against teams that are 500 here. So how are we supposed to look at this Lakers squad here, Danny?
I give them a little grace because it's early.
Oh, come on, Danny.
But Perk, we both know, like, February, March, April, you're not battle tested unless you're winning games against those better teams. Below 500, you're supposed to win these games. So it's a good win. You have bodies out. You have Gabe Vincent out. You have Rui's been in and out of the lineup. Austin Reeves, of course, a big piece. So being able to win these games is definitely important. But we know there's going to come a time where you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, we're not who we want to be or where we're supposed to be unless we play against those top teams and win those games against those top 500 groups.
Yeah, but in order for them to win those games, your best players or best player have to defend at a high level. And I'm not asking Luka to be Jaylen Brown or Derek White because physically he's not gifted enough. But I'm asking him to give forth the effort. When your best player is giving forth the effort defensively, everybody else is going to follow. And I think that's the area, or I know that's the area that they need to clean up.
The best players in the game, what number have they rocked typically? What number?
23?
23.
Right? That's where the Lakers are defensively. That has to go up. Okay.
Well, we don't know if the best players are going to be on the floor yet for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. You know where you're going. You need to know where you came from. And San Antonio came from getting Victor back against Memphis. Here's how this one went. Let's pick it up in the third quarter here after Victor missed that.
That summer action paid off.
Perk, you can do that, right?
He would pull his whole bag.
Just like Perk could do this. Wemby making an impact here off of the bench. But the final seconds of the third quarter here, Cam Spencer drives to the basket, kicks it to Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay,
Cam was great.
JJJ, 21 points in this one. All right, under 5 left in the fourth. Wemby powering his way
Like
inside.
a shake to the left.
Keeping his team in it here. But again, notice now the time and the score. Wemby keeping his team in it. But guess what? He's hit his minutes restriction, so to the bench he goes. But that's why you're supposed to get Captain Clutch, right, Chiney?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game where I was like, okay, the Spurs are going to pull away. They're finding their way. But then again, I said, that man right there had himself a night.
Spencer brothers having a year.
They certainly are. But then 40 seconds here. Once again, the Memphis Grizzlies take a lead in this one. So 10 seconds left here. The San Antonio Spurs down 1. Fox is who you want the ball in his hands.
There was time.
Gets blocked on the jumper by Santi Aldama. Some clutch defense by Aldama there. The Grizzlies win 106-105 in this one. Here's Victor Wembanyama.
We're not at our level, I think it's the maturity level, there's some things we need to figure out. So the good thing is we can match up with anybody and look everybody in the eyes, but the bad thing is we look everybody in the eyes and sometimes we should just put people away.
So Victor said the good news here is that we can match up with anybody. But then he said we can look everybody in the eye. The bad thing is we look everybody in the eye. So he's writing Shay's Instagram captions. but really what he's saying here is that we're playing down to our competition, Perk, in a very poetic way.
They are, but I'm not panicking. The reason being, I'm tired of getting, these appetizers of the San Antonio Spurs. I'm tired of the devil eggs. I'm tired of the calamari. You know what I'm saying? I want some cream spinach, some filet mignon. I want the full entree, meaning I want the full size, right? I don't want to see the Spurs with Wemby on minute restrictions, right? I want to see what they look like in a full size of 10 to 15 games where Wemby is able to play 30-plus minutes and they all clicking on all cylinders. That's when I'm going to know. It's hard for a team to be able to gel, but he's right. Don't play down to the level of your competition. This team checks all the boxes when it comes down to having a complete roster.
Yeah, I'm with you, but there's no excuses. They have the depth. They have the pieces. Castle's got to play better. Fox got to play better. They have guys like Vassell and Keldon Johnson. They have the depth. This could be a little, I give them teams grace. Cup final blues, maybe. Like a lot of teams usually trend after the cup downwardly. Knicks have lost 4 in a row. They've hit a kind of a wall. They need to find a way to refresh, but so they're good enough to where if they can beat OKC 3 times in the same month, they should be able to beat these teams.
So outside of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who's growing in real time, I think that the San Antonio Spurs have the best young core in basketball. Outside of that core that we've seen just win a championship. Perk, give them some time to cook.
That's what I said.
You can't eat it just raw. You got to, let it cook and marinate.
Okay.
And I do think that what we saw is that they are still a little bit ahead of the schedule. They're going to have to grow into being one of those great dominant teams. Yeah, they have, Castle, what?
Some of these teams, though, that they lost. Cleveland, Utah,
but
Portland.
Listen,
but that's growing
Memphis,
pains, right?
Because
What
you got your listening skills on today because we're saying the same thing. I'm saying give them time. I want to see the full sample size of Victor being healthy.
Yep.
Right? It's hard to play and put together a string of games when he's on a minute restriction. So I am giving
they're playing it right, though.
No, I am giving them grace, but I will say this, and you know this as well. When it gets to this period, like when you're approaching All-Star break, You got to find that way to continue to grow and trust that process to continue to lock in.
Well,
guys.
what we do know is that we expect to see Victor Wembanyama, even though he was just back yesterday, on this second night of a back-to-back. All right, we got a good one tonight. The Spurs, they host the Lakers. It's at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN. And all eyes are going to be on Victor Wembanyama, who's averaging 27 points, 10 rebounds over his last 5 games, shooting 43% from 3. And Luka Doncic, he leads the NBA, 33.5 points a game, also ranks 5th in assists per game. He averages 32 points against San Antonio, the second most in NBA history behind only Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And speaking of GOATs, since his historic double-digit scoring streak came to an end, LeBron James, he's averaged 25, 6, and 6. But will we see him tonight? Here's what he had to say.
So this is TBD for San Antonio. I gotta ask.
You're 41 years old. Of course, there's always
Didn't look like it. Didn't look like it.
Every back-to-back for the rest of the season is TBD. I am 41. I got the most minutes in NBA history. True. Bank it right now, okay? What are we talking about?
It's just you don't look like you're 41 on the court.
But I am. December 30th, 1984, 4:39 p.m.
I know that voice that was pressing LeBron James there. That was our senior writer, Dave McMenamin, who joins us now. Dave, we heard the exchange yesterday, but it's been 12, 13, 14 hours since then. What more can you tell us about LeBron's status for tonight?
Yeah, Malika, here's a big word for Big Perk. LeBron was apoplectic when I asked him about his status for today, but we're not going to know what's going to happen with him until he takes his pregame nap and wakes up from it and see how his body feels. I checked in with a source with the Lakers when I landed in San Antonio about 2 hours ago, and I got 3 letters back, TBD. And so we're still waiting. As we approach game time, we'll find out more information.
All right, this would be the first back-to-back that LeBron James has played in this season. Perk, you're going to need to work apoplectic into some point at the end of the show, please. Let's get to Victor Wembanyama, because many have been apoplectic as to how to stop him. So how are the Lakers looking to slow down Vic here?
Well, Malika, the first matchup the Lakers had with the Spurs this year, they held Victor to 5 for 14 shooting, but there was no De'Aaron Fox, there was no Dylan Harper. The Lakers won that game. Then they played in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Victor didn't play. De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper both ran roughshod over the Lakers defense. It'll be interesting to see if Victor Wembanyama comes off the bench or not tonight if he plays, because the Lakers have found a formula to get more out of DeAndre Ayton defensively is to feed him early in games, get him going offensively, and then it gets him going on the other end. Perhaps if he gets to face a Spurs team that doesn't have Victor Wembanyama in the starting lineup, by the time Victor checks in, you have a better defensive effort out of DeAndre Ayton tonight.
Okay, so that's certainly something we're going to be keeping an eye on, along with LeBron James' status for this one. Dave, thank you so very much for that insight here on NBA Today. Now remember, the last time these two teams met, it was in the NBA Cup quarterfinal. Wemby, he did not play, but the Lakers, they had a lot of problems dealing with the rest of those folks. So Perk, what are you looking for in this game?
Oh, the thing that had the Lakers apoplectic the last time they played the Spurs. Yeah, the backcourt matchup. I'm looking at the backcourt. Like, who's going to stop the Spurs? The last time they played, this was started the whole blow up for the Los Angeles Lakers. De'Aaron Fox, Castle, Harper, they had it their way, and they actually exposed the Lakers. So I'm going to see what J.J. Redick's game plan is going to look like to try to slow down those big guards and wings.
You're worried about the big guards. What about the big man? Who's going to stop Victor Wembanyama? Because even in limited minutes, he looks really good. His ability to read. I mean, it's not just his scoring at the rim. It's the passing, knocking down timely threes. I'm like, how are you going to defend that? And also knowing that Victor Wembanyama gets up for big games.
I mean, for me, it's the others. The Spurs have been struggling, but the reason why they were winning is guys like Keldon Johnson, Vassell, but most importantly, Champagnie. He had 11 threes against the Knicks. They've taken a little bit of dive since the Cup game, but I'm looking at those guards and what they can do. Castle hasn't had a good, a Castle game in a little while, so I'm trying to see what he can do. De'Aaron Fox needs a bounce-back game. The losses they've taken, Memphis, Portland, Cleveland, Utah, those are tough losses, so they have something to prove tonight.
Yeah, I'm with Chiney. I'm watching DeAndre Ayton, especially if he has a challenge of dealing with Wemby. But really, I'm watching DeAndre Ayton every night because this is an audition for him. This is a chance for him to prove that he can be the long-term answer at a position the Lakers desperately need. At this point, I don't think he's passing the audition. They shouldn't have to motivate. Hey, here, touch the ball. Please play hard.
Right.
That's a job description.
No, I agree. He do need to play like a grown-ass man, but I will say this. I will give J.J. Redick a lot of credit because every time, even last year, when they was going against bigs, he found a way to shut down big men, whether that was trapping. We saw against the Knicks with Karl Anthony Towns. Last year, he had some good games against Jokic. They'll find a way to neutralize Wemby by sending a double team, but the others, that's how they have a problem, and that's their Achilles heel. They don't have enough speed on the perimeter to defend at a high level.
Chiney, if you're the Los Angeles Lakers and you're LeBron James, are you given the green light? Are you going to play in this back-to-back, the first one at 41 years old?
Come on now.
I would. You know, I'm feeling good. I'm coming off of a great game, honestly, where he was just dicing and dissecting his opponent. So if I am LeBron James, maybe I say, like, I'm going here, but, like, y'all remember this. Y'all remember this down there.
I'm thinking bigger picture, April, May, and June. I don't know if it's worth it right now in early January to say, oh, we need you for, especially there's no guarantee they're going to win this game.
Already? Y'all even 41? Let the man wake up from his nap to see how creaky he feels.
You're speaking on the other side for us?
He'd be good. He had a little hour flight last night. They got in San Antonio pretty early. He got some rest. They ain't have shoot around this morning.
I think he'll be more rest.
Well, we do know that Michael C. Wright said it on our show yesterday. If he was going to give it a go yesterday, the plan was for him to play in back-to-backs. I don't know how much of this is eyeing postseason awards.
Like 20 years between Victor and LeBron.
Exactly. You need to play those 21 minutes to be able to qualify. And also, Victor, we know he wants to be on the floor if he can.
NBA